India, the seventh largest country with more than 1.3 billion people. It is the largest democracy in the world. It is the country with diverse cultures and religions, where customs differ from place to place within the country. It has become one of the fastest growing countries in the world after its independence from Britain in 1947.
India is located on the southern part of the continent of Asia. It is surrounded by countries such as Pakistan in the southwest, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Myanmar in the northeast, and Sri Lanka in the west. Bodies of water that surround it are the Arabian Sea in the southwest, Bay of Bengal in the southeast, and the Indian Ocean located in the south region of India.
The national flag of India has great significance and meaning. The orange color on the top of the flag signifies the strength and courage of the country. The white in the middle means peace and truth. The green band at the bottom means fertility, growth, and auspiciousness. Lastly, the symbol in the middle, or the Ashoka chakra, in blue represents the Dharma and law.
The government of India is considered a parliamentary democracy, which means the executive branch is held in charge of the legislative branch. The legislative branch of India consists of the parliament. It is divided into two houses, the Council of States and the House of People. The Council of States has 250 members which can serve 6-year terms and every two years. The executive branch is in charge for the management of government activities. It is made up of the council ministers, the president, which is Ram Nath Kovind, and the prime minister. Last is the judicial branch, which works independently from the executive branch and the legislative branch. It consists of the Supreme Court of India, high courts at the state level, and the district and sessions court at local level.
The Aryans and Dravidians were the native peoples of India. Aryans came in tribes that descended from North Russia in search of sustainable environment. The Aryans were skilled fighters and came prepared with weapons and chariots. The Dravidians were actually farmers who loved the soil of India and settled there. The Mughal Empire, an empire in the Indian subcontinent, founded in 1526, it was in power prior to invasion by the British.
India started getting imperialized in 1661 because of the decline of the Mughal Empire in 1707. Britain thought it was their chance to lead a country to expand their land and resources.
Britain was motivated to invade India because of their resources and larger market. India was known as a jewel in the crown because they were rich in raw material, and this is what made Britain so tempted to invade and imperialize. Great Britain also imperialized India for other reasons, including territorial expansion, control over India's fertile lands and forests, trading posts, and the establishment of a railroad network.
On August 15, 1947, India gained independence from the British. At the same time, the British had passed the Indian Independence Act, which turned India into two dominions, India and Pakistan. The partition took place because many Muslims demanded the creation of a separate Pakistan state. Cyril Radcliffe drew the partition line on map to separate India and Pakistan. The partition displaced over 14 million people along religious lines, creating overwhelming refugee crises in the newly constituted dominions. There was large-scale violence, with estimates of loss of life accompanying the partition disputed and varying between several 100,000 and 2 million.
Mahatma Gandhi is considered India's historical leader. Mahatma led India's independence movement in the 1930s and 1940s by speaking softly without carrying much of a big stick. He faced down Britain colonists with non-violent protests and speeches to inspire Indian people to peacefully fight for their independence and live a healthier life. One of his most famous quotes was, "You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty." 22 major languages are spoken in India, but 4 main are Hindu, which is spoken by 41% of the population in the north, In southern India, Tamil, the Telugu, and Punjabi, which is spoken by the people in northern India. India is home to 9 recognized religions. The major religious practice in India are Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, and Sikhism. India is known for its amazing historical architects. India has unlimited landmarks from forts and palaces to temples and tombs. Taj Mahal and the Golden Temple are great examples. Taj Mahal is also considered one of the 7 wonders of the world. Taj Mahal was commissioned in 1632 by the Mughal Empire. Shah Jahan, it was constructed to house the tomb of his favorite wife, Mumtaz. The building was completed in 1653 by 20,000 works at the cost of 52.8 billion rupees. The Golden Temple, or Harmandir Sahib, is located in Amritsar, Punjab. It was built in 1604 by the 5th Guru of Sikhism, Guru Arjan Dev. The temple has 4 doors on all sides to indicate that anyone of any faith or religion is welcomed. Over 100,000 people visit daily for worship.
Vikram Sarabhai was a scientist and an innovator. He is known as the father of India's space program. He started the Indian Space Research Organization. India has set a lunar orbiter and recently a Mars orbiter, making India the first country to succeed on its first attempt to Mars. ISRO also set a record by sending 104 satellites in a single payload. Babu Maan is an Indian singer-songwriter, actor, and film producer. Maan's first official debut album was released in 1999, which was the best-selling Punjabi album of the time. He has won 4 World Music Awards and also 2 Pat Bama Music Awards. Babu Maan is also the ambassador for One Hope, One Chance, which is a non-profit organization helping children.